Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing, this lunchtime update on February the 25th, 2025, daily cryptocurrency and XRP video we've come to expect, love, and need. And as you can see, we're having falling and yes, become members of Jabroni Killers for an industry cheap $3.99 a month. Super chat J to support the channel from the great state of Michigan, right? And we've had a lot of questions about some of these lower unpopular targets that I often post. And do I believe that these targets could be hit? I do. And look across the board, Matic's down 5%. Uh, XCN's down 13%. The Quant is down to almost $62 target that we have, down 6% today. XRP Healthcare is down 7%. Algo is down almost 4.5, 5%. XLM 5, XRP 5%. And if we notice, if we look on this, because we have limited time here, the Bitcoin dominance is rising today, and that is crashing the altcoin market. And that is to be expected and something that we've been watching out for as Bitcoin dominance rises, the altcoins fall. And we know this. And if you've been following the station or yes, you remember Jabroni Killer, you would know this. But if we look at Polygon and Matic, we'll start out with this is going to the shit house. And we do have this target from way back in the day. We updated this chart the other day from when the price was way back up here. We had Vincenzo predicts new all-time low, but 99% collapse. And we're almost there now, and we're threatening to break down out of there in Matic. And if we do, we're coming down to our first target and price discovery near the shithouse, down there at about 17 cents. So we'll continue to pay attention for that. There was another one, Zill. We had back in the day we were following when Zill was a high flyer back during the COVID induced pump, and we had a 99.1 to 100% flush in this. And our underneath target was down there at 0.00229 from back here at its old peak, which would have brought you down 99.14%. And that target is threatening to get hit now, 2.5 to 3 years later. And it's just primarily been down with a couple of bear market rallies to suck some people in to only dump and flush right into your face. And we still do think that's a very, very solid target that could hit down there. And if we look at some of these other ones, XDC, that's another one. You guys want some shithouse? This has got a shithouse advisory on it. And you guys, my original OGs, remember the shithouse? And we're going to bring back some shithouse targets because we've been high flying over the last couple of years. But we have a shithouse advisory for XDC. And we're gonna put this down here and we're gonna lock it and we're going to mark the top of the shithouse advisory. Not to say it's got to come down here, but I feel it's needed to start putting some advisories out. In this shithouse, let's get it near the correct date. We're all the way over here in March. Down there starts the shithouse advisory down here at 0.0021. And I know that doesn't seem like it can be hit. I'm not saying it's coming down there, but at least it's something we have to pay attention for in XDC as the first official shithouse advisory is back in effect for XDC. And you can see we're in this head and shoulders topping reversal pattern. And our short-term target is down there at 0.042 cents coming out of this weekly, monthly, and daily time frame head and shoulders topping reversal pattern that you can see here that we're watching for, and it's coming back towards that neckline that's sitting at about it's a horizontal neckline. So where we're at today, it's sitting at about 0.077. And if you breach that, you get a big, big fall from the neckline all the way down. That's a 50% collapse. So that's what we're watching out for there. H bar is the same thing. We're in this double topping reversal pattern. Our imminent target is 15 cents, but then another major target that I'm watching out for, and potentially the short to medium term, is down here that starts at about 8.5 cents, 9 cents. So that's an area that I'm watching out for there. AMP, unfortunately, this thing is breaking down and breaking down hard. I still do think eventually we will get up to the 0.0244 or higher, but in the short to medium term, there's no denying this. This price is coming down, and this price could come down very, very quickly and very, very fast, maybe coming all the way down to the 0.00137. and that's something that we're watching out for. XRP, we're in this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern. I think the $1.29 target is our short to medium term major next move in this coin. After the 7 or 8x pump, I think we're coming down to this $1.29, and that is a watch, an XRP watch on this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern. Same thing with XLM. We've been out ahead of this, and this is another coin that if you're a follower and a member of this channel, and that's another reason to join Jabroni Killers, is there's been no surprise, as we were the only channel to call a short to medium term topping out reversal pattern way back there in early to mid December, and we've been on top of that ever since, and we've hit our 200-day moving average on a wick. We're having a bearish cross in the next 3 to 5 days. From the 50 at 36, we'll cross underneath the 100 at 34, and then we might have a golden bearish cross where the 50 not only slips below the 100 but slips below the 200, and that could be the catalyst that drives the price down to 18 cents, and that's something that we're paying attention for in the XLM price. And if we take a look at some news that was going on, I did see something interesting the other day. Let's go into the news area. Dropping despite strategies, latest 2 billion Bitcoin purchase. Tron blockchain dominates stablecoin inflows. Crypto outflows hit 508 million as Bitcoin bleeds amid investor caution. Crypto outflows reached 508 million last week, marking the second series of negative flows in 2025. This brings the last 2 weeks of outflows in almost $1 billion, 925 million. The outflows point to a shift in sentiment following an 18-week rally that accumulated 29 billion as investors weigh the impact of U.S. economy events and uncertainty surrounding the trade tariffs, inflation, and monetary policy. The latest CoinShare reported that Bitcoin uh, bore the blunt of the investor caution, seeing outflows of 571 million, leading to 2.8 million in inflows for short Bitcoin production. This follows a similar trend from previous weeks. Federal Reserve and CPI data contributed to the first crypto outflows of 2025, according to CoinShare. We believe investors are exercising caution following U.S. presidential inauguration, consequent uncertainty around Trump's tariffs, inflation, and monetary policy. This is also evident in the trading turnover, which has fallen considerably from 22 billion 2 weeks ago to 13 billion last week. And report led, and that's something that's very interesting, and we're going to continue to follow over the next several days to several months as we have some topping out patterns and some profit taking and maybe some bear market that we have to work our way through, which is normal for every crypto bull market. There's an equal and strong crypto bear market that follows. Like, subscribe, and share, and you'll stay out ahead of this. Just like we've been keeping you ahead of this the last 3 months, 4 months, ever since the great pump. Peace and love.